for this first part, we're gonna go over controls, I guess. So obviously R to mount, unless you have it at something different. You're gonna press F to stomp. And all I'm doing is moving my mouse before I press F and pressing F after. So move mouse, your LE will orient itself towards that direction. Okay. Second movement should be charge, which is just Q. That's all you have to press. And you're insane. Okay, so that's Q. And that's it. That's literally it. Fucking cunts. Do Ellie more, dude. Okay, so before I start talking about strategies, tactics, and all this bullshit, just know that I can tell you all this stuff. This is just stuff for you to keep in mind. Just follow all these calls and stay behind the ball. That's it. Alright, cunts. We're gonna learn how to Ellie, okay? So basically, let's say there is a ball, an imaginary enemy ball right there, right? Most Ellie drivers are gonna probably like end up doing this shit right here. They're gonna charge, CC all of them, and then start donutting, right? Just do this, donuts, until your team follows up and they wipe out the rest, right? The problem with that is it's still effective, just not as effective anymore. So what I realized was you can now just charge, let go of Q and shift T, and just start stomping.
On Ellie. There you go. Fight on Ellie.
Ellie 20, Ellie 10.
Yeah, it's burning.
Downfall coming.
Good.
Shift T stops you immediately, right? Yes, you can do the double S, but it takes a little longer. Right? Whereas if I press Shift T, I'm in charge, let go of my charge, spam it, and I stop immediately, like go into a stomp. That is how you create a forward position if we're not continuing the push. So we need to listen to Ollie to see what he wants to do. In a regular push, you'll probably end up doing something like
Looking
40%.
40.
Okay, disengage.
Back on fort.
Disengage, clear the floor. Everybody else is going to res into it.
Okay, going east. East with Ellie.
Yeah, keep pushing,
To orange.
keep pushing. Push with SVy, push with SVy, push with SVy. Push with Ellie, 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 push with Ellie. Right head back onto the stick, to the south side. You got purple coming in. Right head back, right head back, right head back, right head back.
Now, second scenario. Let's keep charging, right? You're attacking red on west and you get trapped, right? So you're trapped, you're on the floor, enemies right in front of you, like you look like an idiot falling in front of them, like, right? So our guild is gonna push into them and hopefully wipe them. This is probably 5 seconds of gameplay where all this information is attacking you at once. So first things first is get the fuck off the floor and either iframe or get behind the Ellie where there isn't all that damage being laid out, right? Once you iframe and get behind or in a safe position, then you whistle him. Right? Move up, get on him. Because what happens is, let's say you whistle him, you're only whistling him into the ball, and if our guild for whatever reason didn't follow up, you basically gave them Ellie, right? So just dash behind, whistle, try to get up, get the fuck out. I would personally go to flag, right? Reset, take a breath, right? You just saved Ellie. If you didn't, you suck. And then regroup with the ball. Try again. It's good. It happens. Literally happens. It's just how you react.
All the way to reds.
Go to the
All the way
east
reds.
a
All
little
the way
bit.
reds. All the way reds. We can rain for a little bit. We can rain for a little bit.
Really spread still. Holy.
It's okay. Just sit at the disc. Sit at the disc. Sit at the disc.
A little bit to the south. A little bit to the south of this ping.
Yep.
Is
Southeast.
Necro.
Yeah. Catch them in transition now. Catch them in transition. Catch them in transition. Everybody's just kind of big scattered.
Okay, so traps is kind of a weird question because they're literally everywhere. So traps, yeah, it requires a common sense. Look, if you see an enemy Ellie somewhere out in the distance, right, and our guild is going to go zero it, they're just going to go kill it. If you don't see any more of your guild's traps, like wash the visible traps, you probably shouldn't push it. It's probably not a good idea. Just common sense, come on. Second, it's hard to tell you where exactly traps are, but a general rule of thumb would be if there's a flag, enemy flag, if there's a tower, if there's any like structure placed like a flame tower, it's probably going to be populated at some point, or it probably already was, right, since they placed it in the first place. There's probably traps, so go around, take hills. Nice rock, yeah, that guy. Let's say there's an enemy on top of that rock, right? You don't necessarily want to go on top. You kind of want to just hook yourself into an edge where you won't like climb up, you want to hook yourself onto a rock and just start charging it. Everybody on top is going to get CC'd and damage is going to apply. Not only that, but if you can't get to the ones and twosies that are on your left and right, just charge and wave or press A and D, your left and right. And this extends that AoE. It sounds dumb, but it works. So just do it. Other than that, that's it. That's all I got for you. Thank you.